weapon. I denounce the so-called Emancipation as a stupendous fraud by Frederick Douglass. In 1888, Douglass visited South Carolina and Georgia and realized how little he had known about the true conditions of his people in the South. On April 10th, soon after his return, he wrote to one of the leaders of the movement for encouraging the immigrants for Southern Negroes to the Northwest. I had hoped that the relations subsisting between the former slaves and the old master class would gradually improve. But while I believe this and still have some such weak faith, I have of late seen enough, heard enough, and learned enough of the condition of these people in South Carolina and Georgia to make me welcome any movement which will take them out of the wretched condition in which I know them to be. While I shall continue to labor for increased justice to those who stay in the South, I give you my hearty Godspeed in your immigration scheme. I believe you are doing good work. A few days later, he spoke in Washington at the celebration of the 26th anniversary of Emancipation in the District of Columbia. His address revealed how deeply he had been moved by his Southern tour. His voice quivered with rage as he described how the Negro was normally free, but actually a slave. In earnest tones, he told of the stupendous fraud, a fraud upon him, a fraud upon the world. He drew a terrifying picture of the exploitation of the Southern Negro. Here was the old Douglass, the forceful anti-slavery orator who had moved audiences on 2 continents, the man who could bring home more vividly than any other speaker the evils of slavery and the necessity to overthrow it. Here was the tribune of the Negro people, presenting the most powerful indictment of the new slavery of the South.
The detention center that I'm going to sell today really is state-of-the-art. It's as good as it can possibly get. You have the people coming into that pipeline, so you have an endless supply of product. No matter what your business is, what you're looking for, we will have a steady supply of people in America to fill this facility. 5 million, 1.5 million.